So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. I'm your host, Hector, and tonight we're joined by Angel Mariscal. He's the singer and he plays guitar for the band Los Saints, which is an alternative rock band from San Diego, California. So, first of all, Angel, how are you today?
Hello, I'm doing pretty good. It's midday over here. It's 12 p.m.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Yeah, you're in the Pacific Standard Time, so it's
mhm,
it's early for
yeah.
you later here. So yeah, I got the promo for your band, and your band really reminds me of it's like a combination of the Neighborhood meets the Strokes.
Hell yeah.
That's why I interpret when I listen to the music. So tell us a little bit about, for people that don't know the band Los Saints, the background for the band.
Shoot. Well, I mean, I think it's funny that you say that, like the Strokes, and I mean, just the fact that you mentioned that, because, dude, every time we play a show, like the Strokes is mentioned from the comments of the people in the crowd. So I think that's awesome. But yeah, the start of the band, I mean, it originally started with me and our drummer, Emiliano Garcia, because me and him are cousins. So we started like jamming in like, I don't even know, 2016, 17 or something like that. And I had no idea what I was playing on the guitar, man. Like I he taught me like all the basics of making music. Like, oh,
Mhm.
this is called the verse. What you're playing right here is a chorus, etc., etc. And then I think like in 18 or 19. He introduced me to our former lead guitarist, Gianluca Explosito. And we it's I've always made the music like on my computer, at least like the first minute of a song, like everything, or the complete song, and then we learn it as a band, and then eventually that led up to the EP. And yeah, after the EP, NC Records, we sent it out to a couple labels and NC Records picked it up and we got signed in 2022. And that's when we released the EP under a label for the first time, which is ran by
That's
Pat
welcome
Magnarella.
to Confusion, right?
Yeah, Welcome to Confusion. Yeah, I should have said the title, but yeah, that one.
Yeah,
And
I like the song "Lost You" from that one. That's really a really cool.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my personal favorite's Found You Somewhere. That's like the first song that I wrote that I was like, yeah, like I feel solid now, like in the writing music, Because Emiliano and Gianluca, like when he had joined the band, he taught me even more, like on songwriting, like when we would jam at the studio. Um, and everybody's influence just affected the music in like the best way. And yeah. Yeah, and then the
Something
album,
I can tell about the album is like you guys sound like a California band. You guys are like
yeah.
chill. The music is relaxed, so it really sounds like California vibes. I mentioned the Strokes, but I also mentioned the Neighborhood because it's got like that vibe of garage rock mixed with like
hmm
surf chill from the West Coast. So
Yeah.
when you guys were like in 2016 coming out with the band, like did you know like what type of sounds you guys wanted, or you just camped and that sound?
Nah, nah, I mean, it really wasn't until like Gianluca joined, um, what did I say, like in 2018 or 19, that we really formed like the band, like we came up with the name and everything. And it was like Emmy's knowledge on me and Gianluca's. Like Gianluca, when he was in the band, he would really come up with like really strong lead parts, like how the Strokes has really strong lead parts and like he's really into Nirvana. So um yeah, like especially his sound, like it left the influence on me in songwriting. And actually, like for the album, is when Gianluca left the band, but he stayed to help us record the album, because we had already
So is he like
had
the
some songs
producer of the album?
completed. What was that?
Is he like, did he produce the album in a way?
No,
No?
no,
Okay.
I produced the album. Like I made all the songs, and it's the same thing. Like, oh, I just brought in a complete song, and he added like a lead guitar. So I guess I'm talking about really having a strong guitar in the songs, or like a memorable riff in the
Mhm.
songs. That's what he did. So he influenced it a lot, and then we released the album, and then the other guys joined, Greg Ortega and Jorge Vasquez. So we're a four-member band now.
Okay. And you guys got signed in 2022 to I think the name of the record label is NC Records.
Yeah, NC Records.
Okay. And so you guys are releasing your full length on July 26th, and it's called Certify. And
Yeah.
I listened to it, it's 10 tracks. So tell me a little bit about the album title, Certified. What does it mean to you?
Uh, Shoot. I mean, you know, I think we just felt like really, we felt solid now, and like we felt like we knew what our sound was, and um. I personally like I didn't know exactly what I wanted the album to be at first. I wanted to be like a story, like how bands usually make their albums. Like a linear, oh, like the beginning is maybe
Mhm.
slow, picks them in the middle, and then, dies down at the end. But the other guys, like Emmy and at the time Gianluca, they were like, no, screw that. Let's just make an album full of singles. Like, well, what is our best work right now? And that's why like all the songs, each song has a different sound from each other, like a different genre or subgenre.
Yeah, for
Um,
example, you have two singles out. You have Faded and Never Said, and they're quite different actually. So yeah.
yeah, yeah, and then this next song too, we're releasing one this month again on the 26th. It's called If Everything Goes, and that one's another different song. And that one's like the other two songs are songs that we completed as a band. And this next song is a song that is completely like a bedroom song, like made on
Okay.
the computer. Actually, Faded was made it 100% on the computer as well.
Yeah, and
The
that
second single
Faded
was
opens
as a
the
band.
album. What's Faded about? What's the song about?
Uh, well,
Because it's a
mainly I
short
just
track.
want to,
It's less than 2 minutes.
yeah, dude. We've had people tell us like, dude, the song is awesome, but there's one problem. It's way too short. Oh yeah,
Well, they
I know.
obviously never had heard a grindcore record where their songs
Yeah, dude,
like 10 seconds.
for real. And like max 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Uh, but I don't know. I mean, I just wanted to make like I think I was really into Oliver Tree at the time. Like these two songs by him. I can't remember the song titles, but like the song just really focusing on the music rather than the vocals. That's why the vocals are kind of buried in that song.
Mhm.
And just wanted to make it like the catchiest song. That was really the main focus, like the catchiest song. I mean,
And it's a
Faded.
good album opener, to get people pumped up. You want a
Yeah.
energetic album opener.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that was kind of the point of that song, just to make it sound fun and, you know, talk about getting faded, but also like talking about it as like I don't want you looking at me when I'm faded. And that's the line that really repeats the entire song.
Does that
So
mean like when you're like down or
no, like when you're under the influence of something or like a lot of
okay?
things, like drinking, like smoking, all that. I mean, a lot of people can do that and just straight up have fun, but other people, you know, uh, I don't know, like doing all that stuff, it gets in their head and
Yeah.
they're not really like
So now you
proud
guys,
of it.
the youth calls it faded. Yeah, back in the 90s, we called it wasted.
Wasted.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
no, like,
yeah.
no, we're faded. That's like a nice
Yeah,
wasted type of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. That's funny. Yeah, wasted. Hey, it has another meaning too. You know that video game GTA?
Mhm.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that game.
wasted. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's when you they killed you in the game.
yeah, yeah. So I guess it's pretty much the same thing, you know. Still retains some meaning.
Yeah. And the second single never said. I was reading that it's about online dating.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, like all the songs, like when they're being made, I don't know what the topic is. Like I have no idea what I'm gonna make the song about.
Mhm.
And that song was like a song that, oh, we actually jammed it. Like it came out of a 100% jam when we were at the studio learning the other songs of the album.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, it just like I just came up with it's called like the melody, vocal
Mhm.
melody, which is how I write the songs. I come up with the vocal melody after the instruments are done, and then I just match the vowels that I say, and then I put lyrics on them. So the lyrics that I put, listening back on it, I was like, yeah, this kind of sounds like what my Tinder experience was like.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's like what ended up being, like, okay, this is what the song is about. Tinder.
Did you think you were gonna find love on Tinder?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like everybody starts that way,
Yeah, I don't
maybe.
think Tinder is for finding love.
Well,
Uh,
I didn't know, all right. I was clueless. I was clueless. But then
you
I learned the
you
hard
might
way.
find something else like an STD,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
not love,
yeah.
my
Or
friend.
HIV.
Yeah.
Nah. Man, I was clueless, bro. Like I went on there because I went on there like straight after high school. Because in high school I didn't date. Like I didn't date. I was like all the way in the back of the school, eating food by myself, like sitting on the ground, whatever. And like I wasn't into that. So straight out of high school, I was like, hey, nobody's gonna know me on this app, so let's go. And then yeah, that happened.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. No. Yeah. Because I know it's not for the, at least that app. There's other ones that are more
yeah,
like serious things, but that in particular, no, no, no. So,
yeah.
what exactly do you can you share some horror stories?
Um, dude.
Don't worry, this is a parental show. I put explicit so kids don't watch it.
Yeah. Let me think. Man, actually, dude, I lost my virginity because of Tinder, actually. And there was this girl, she was coming off really strong. And it was one of those things where she brought her friend along, and I don't know if they thought like that I was gonna, take him out to a restaurant or something like that. But my anxiety is so strong, like I hated doing shit like that. So I just brought like I had some drinks, but it was like juice drinks or something because I was like 17 or 18 at the time, so I couldn't drink, you know? And then we just went to the beach like really, 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 really late at night. Uh, over here, like in this town called Imperial Beach, and luckily her friend stayed behind, and we were just walking on the beach, me and the girl. And then I was like, "Hey, you got things on your bucket list?" And then she was like, "Oh, yeah, da 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 da." da." And then she was like, "You got things on your bucket list?" And I was like, "Yeah, da 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 da." One of the things is I want to streak one day. Like I just want to like, jump into like one of those soccer games, and I just want to streak. I just want to be on TV for that. And then she was
But
like,
did she want to streak in the water?
well, that's what it led up to. But we didn't even go into the water. She was
Good,
all
because
like,
yeah, you probably have you seen Jaws?
yeah,
That's how
yeah.
you die.
Especially at night.
And
Yeah,
there's white sharks in California, if I'm not wrong,
yeah.
right?
I think so. Yeah, great white sharks, the biggest of them all.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's the beginning of Jaws, basically.
yeah, yeah. So it's a good thing we didn't streak
Spoiler
in the
alert if you
water. We
haven't
could
seen
streak
it,
on the
but
sand.
it came out in 1975. So I think if you haven't seen it by now, oh,
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but I've seen a lot of clips, like
okay.
on YouTube, So yeah, yeah,
So that was your first time on the beach with the Tinder date.
yeah. Streaking on the beach at night. Yeah, that was cool.
So,
I
sounds
mean, for
Sounds very
Yeah,
romantic.
I should have known from that point on, you know, like what Tinder was about.
I think you should have known. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I think
And
I
this was
should.
the first date, right?
Yeah, this was the first date,
Yeah.
and I mean, it kind of just ended up like the same, you know, date after date after date. It was like, hey, I have some good intentions, and then they just ended up ending the same way every time. Like the girls would be like, hey, I started talking to my ex again after like 2 months, and I was like, every time. So, you know, that's
So,
like,
so
yeah,
probably
that's
your love life is in better shape right now.
well, it's more like non-existent right now because I'm just really focused on the music, man.
Well, you have material for the music. So, so
Exactly.
besides online dating, I know there's more tracks on it. I like If Everything Goes, which is more of like it start more acoustically and it's got that 90s vibe. What's that one about?
Um, well, it's I don't know. I think like I had wanted to make a song that sounded, you know, more rustic, like more
Mhm,
acoustic, and it's like that's why it's the only song on the track with an acoustic guitar, and it's like only one out of all the songs that I have like on the computer that has an acoustic guitar.
mhm.
Um, I don't know. I mean, it's just really about like not missing someone, but also not wanting to talk to them, but also missing someone and feeling like the ending of things must have been your fault, even though there's no reason for that. But it must have been your fault. Like you're the bad thing, basically, is what the song is about, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, makes sense. So, what other themes do you explore on the record that you can talk about? You know,
Um,
it's coming out in a. You said that. What's the next single that you guys are gonna drop?
on the 26th of this month, it was April 26th. If everything goes, that song. And we're actually dropping with a music video that we filmed with we filmed with an amazing cinematographer, videographer, editor. His name's Spencer Cease.
Mhm.
He's actually the one that filmed, I think it's Lost You. He filmed the music video for Lost You. And
Okay.
for this one, we actually went to Tijuana and we stayed there over the weekend to film this music video. So,
Yeah, cool.
yeah.
Sounds great. So, what are the plans before the release date? Because July is like 3 months away. Are you doing some shows? Like, what's the next for Los Saints?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing shows like, you know, here and there. Like we got one in May 10th. We just had one this past Saturday. Um, and we have another one coming up on May 10th, another one on May 31st. Uh, May 10th is this place called Navajo Live over here. Never been there, but sounds cool. And this next one on May 31st, it's at this place called the Che. It's actually at a university, and I'm familiar with that one, so I'm really excited for it. But we're trying to plan like a album release show, you know, because we've never had a release show before, like not even for the EP. So we're trying to do something like that. Oh, I also got like merch designs
Mhm.
that are just waiting to be made, which we've also never done that before. So yeah, we got a few
You
things
should
going.
totally do a shirt for Never Said that
Yeah.
it's you sitting on the beach looking at the date streaking.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good idea.
That's a good
Now,
idea
now
for sure.
yeah, it is.
It's just
Now I
say
gotta give you
Never Said.
royalties for that.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that would be cool. So,
Yeah.
for people who want to know more about the band, where can they follow you?
They could follow us on Instagram, and especially Spotify. Like I try to, you know, just update our bio
Yeah.
like every day.
Uh,
You know, I have something to
Are,
say on there. Like, hey,
are
what
are
up? Blah, blah,
you
blah.
are you hoping for that quarter of a not even a cent from Spotify?
Yeah. It's okay. I got like 0.0006 cents now from that.
They'll
So
send you a check for like free. like 3 cents. Like there
Like
you go.
-3 cents.
You made 3 cents in 2024.
Yeah, man. Pockets feeling like point 2 pounds heavier.
Yeah. So they can follow you on Instagram. Is it what's the Instagram for the band?
It's Los Saints official.
No Saints official.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah, also on
they
YouTube actually.
yeah, and
For
they can
NC Records,
pre
like to see
yeah,
all our music videos.
yeah, I'll put the music video for the last one you had in somewhere around. And question, are you gonna have like is there pre-orders for the album? And what physical formats are you going to put it out?
Not yet. But
Yeah.
that's what we're working on. Like first
Okay.
thing, share it and all that. And I don't know, like I see a lot of people doing like cassettes,
Yeah.
because that's like a thing that's coming back as like a trend, vinyls especially. So
Yeah,
trying to
but
do
they're
something
expensive.
like yeah, like what is now called back then, even though it's just like the 90s, really.
But
Cassettes,
don't make me feel
CDs.
old, man. I sometimes I think the 90s was the other day. I'm like, no, it's been
Yeah,
24 years
yeah, yeah,
since it ended. And since it started, it's been 34 years since the 90s started. So yeah, I feel very
yeah,
old. So uh
yeah.
so yeah, so before I let you go, Angel, like growing up for you, like like what albums inspired you like really to get into music?
Um, Shoot, there's a lot, but there's only 4 albums that
Yeah,
like I've ever
mention the four
bought.
more important ones.
Yeah, yeah, the top four is like it was a Good AM by Mac Miller, To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar, Starboy by The Weeknd, and especially this one was like the last one. It was Social Cues by Cage the Elephant, which Cage the Elephant is my favorite band of all
Oh,
time.
nice. I remember that band. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, they're cool bands. So
Yeah, they're fucking awesome, man. We
yeah,
got on a playlist on Spotify, like one of those Spotify editorials, that had Cage the Elephant's latest music on there too. And when I saw that, I was like, that's so awesome. So yeah, it felt good. They're
yeah.
awesome.
So anything that you like to say to the fans of Los Saints before we go today?
Um, well, I just hope that the people that are listening to us now, I hope that you guys like the new music that we're coming out with. I hope your friends would also like the music that we're coming out with. And yeah, let's be friends through the music and shit.
Yeah. And we also learned that Tinder does not equal love, people.
No, that does not. You know what? That's the name of the next album.
That would be a great title for a record.
Yeah,
Tinder does not equal love. Yeah.
yeah.
The,
Straight to the point.
like swipe away. So
Yeah, swipe away.
yeah, I wanna
Throw
that's a
your
good
phone
song, yeah.
away.
Like swipe away. Oh my God, that just sounds like I just ripped off Nirvana in that. It sounds like a Nirvana. Like, oh no, it sounded like a Pixie song, Couch Away, when I said swipe away.
How's that
Uh,
one go? Is that the one that goes?
yeah, because yeah, that's a Pixie song. Great, great band. So, Angel, I want to thank you for joining me virtually today on the couch to talk about Los Saints and everything about music and other stuff. So, people, Los Saints, the album will be out on July 27th, but there's some tracks now that you can listen for the new album and also the last EP and some other singles that you can listen to. So I'll put the YouTube link for the band so people can, follow you guys on YouTube as well.
Yep, yep. Yes, sir. Thank you for having us. Or me,
Yeah.
but us.
Yes. So until next time, people, this is Hector, the Shield Dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.